I'm going to sit down at a desk and go, oh, and then they'll all clap. I've had this happen to me before.
Sure.
It's a good gig if you can get it.
This is part 2 of our playthrough of Mushroom Musume, the game where you help your mushroom daughter. In part 1, we created and raised our mushroom daughter, and now we get to see her all grown up. Oh, she's so cute. Look at her. Oh my gosh, she's weirdly sexy.
I feel like her face is
Look at these
obscured.
curves.
Yeah, well, that's mushrooms for you.
A noisome mushroom with a strange, complex shape. That's what people say about me. I have a strange, complex shape.
Yeah.
Do you like that about me?
Yeah. The complexity kind of really boggles my mind.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a fun, brain-tickling experience
Kind of
me.
a hyperbolic woman. We're off-putting, and we give off a
Two
very
intense
aromas. Dampness, mycelium, robustness, potency, humanity. A surprising amount of humanity for how stinky we are.
Oh, wake up, Katie.
It's just not a recipe for happiness.
Just saying, humans stink.
Chapter 3, A Girl on Her Own.
While on an expedition to a nearby swamp, you lose track of time. The sun had already set in the sky, and the trees surrounding you seem more menacing now.
Are we not going to say anything about how you said swamp wrong?
I didn't say it wrong. As you contemplate your situation, you try to figure out the best thing to do.
Look for help. Follow a random road.
Sleep in an abandoned building.
Keep cool and calmly evaluate your situation. Wow, there's so many options. Wander through the woods. Well, okay, so nothing about what she said gave me the feeling like that she was in danger yet.
No. Just started to feel like, what is going on here? Am I lost? Maybe keep cool and calmly evaluate.
Yeah.
Maybe we can take care of ourselves.
Totally. We'll just go in a hole somewhere.
Yeah. There's no use getting hot-headed. Oh, yes!
That went really
pass!
well!
There's no use getting hot-headed and making even more trouble for yourself. You sit on the grass and absently draw in the mud with a stick as you think about your situation.
This is going to work out for us.
You make a few little diagrams and consult the nearby foliage. Hey, what do you think I should do?
Oh, I think you should go left.
Oh, okay, thanks, Leaf.
Yeah, you got it.
After doing some calculations, you deduce your approximate location. Cross-referencing that with local landmarks, you have a plan to get home.
All right.
Why is the R in cross-reference capitalized?
I don't know.
Is cross-reference a brand name? Thankfully, the plan goes smoothly. You rest your head on your pillow knowing that your sharp reasoning is one of your greatest assets. It does feel good. While sitting outside near your garden and taking in the fresh air, you hear the caw of a crow, then another, and another.
Oh, this isn't going to go well for a mushroom.
No. You look up to find a rather large group of sleek-backed black birds perched in the trees above you. A few are eyeing your garden, while others are just birding around, as birds are wont to do.
Oh, gosh.
Well, we did a thing.
Oh, I accidentally clicked it. Okay, I guess we decide to just sit and watch the birds for a bit.
Well, yeah, we didn't think fast enough, and now that's what's happening. It's kind of fun watching how they move and interact with each other. You see them preening themselves, bickering, pooping, and cawing. Eventually they leave. You head inside, having enjoyed your viewing.
Oh, that's a good time.
Chilled crows.
Our humanity keeps going up.
Yeah.
But we're still so stinky. We're so stinky.
I don't see them as opposites of each other.
I mean, I just see them as, it's just if you're so stinky and you're human, the humans aren't going to want to be with you. And that's going to be hard.
Do you think
So maybe if you're stinky, give up on your humanity.
Yeah, just let go. You got to completely divorce yourself from your humanity. It's the advice I have for anyone who smells right now.
Boy, this is not an advice channel.
Is it your conjecture that to be humane, you have to be with humans?
I think to be humane is to be able to be with other humans. I don't know. I guess I just think of humanity as being like, oh, I'm curious about humans and I'm interested in them and I want to be accepted and among them and stuff. That's what I think of as, having humanity when we're in a situation like this.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. How do you think of it?
Well, I thought of it more as sort of appreciating the human experience, both for yourself and for others.
Okay.
So, you're sitting there being like, it's nice to watch these crows.
Yeah.
It's nice to be here. And also, those crows really are living their lives.
Yeah.
You can be humane to things that aren't human.
Sure. Okay.
And enjoy what they're doing. Have compassion.
Then is part of humanity being feeling really insecure because you smell really bad?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's doing a lot of that. Well, then we're back to where it was just like a recipe for being unhappy.
I don't know. Maybe she can accept herself, right?
I hope so.
I think you and I feel bad about smelling bad because we don't have to smell bad. But, maybe that's just her musk.
It's quite musky.
You could just accept that.
It's
Be like, you know what?
intense.
This is what I smell like. And if someone's going to love me, they're going to love me for my musk. Oh, we got a trait.
Bird watcher.
One day, without realizing it, you had stayed in the village much later than intended.
Oops.
The sun had fully set, and darkness had enveloped all. Thankfully, you are fully capable of taking care of yourself. You know the settlement well, and the lack of sun does not change that. You decide to take a shortcut through an alley, but to your surprise, there are others there as well.
Okay.
Ah, what you gonna do? Oh, it's the mushroom girl.
Oh, gabagool.
Quite a few others, in fact. It quickly becomes apparent to you that most of the alley's denizens are going into a single door. One that, when open, you can hear the faint sounds of revelry and triumph through.
Are we gonna go to a bar?
Ooh, hey, gabagool! When they go to leave, many have small trinkets and seem tired from a long night of cheering.
Wait, what is this?
I think we're gonna bet on a cockfight.
Oh, no.
Mind your business.
Absolutely not.
Enter the door.
Probably.
Steal from one of those easy marks.
Tempting. I do like
Oh.
stealing.
Could we be a lady thief?
But I want to know what's in there.
Yeah, let's go in the door.
Okay.
After a while of spying, you get the impression that people are free to enter. Your people, basically. So you figure it's safe to investigate further.
Yeah, with 71 humanity, you're getting there.
As you step inside, the roar of the crowd grows into a volume and clarity. It takes your eyes a second to adjust to the dim light.
Is that a wheel?
Or a ladder.
Huh.
You move past a few tables full of merchant goods and into a large room full of people. At the center of it all was an arena topped with a fighting ring. The ring is currently in use as two combatants circle each other.
Oh, man. Are we going to fight?
One fighter is a man in a crude grasshopper mask,
Huh.
constructed out of dyed linen and leaves. He moves with a quick, staggered step, often feinting at his opponent. His opponent, a tall figure, large...
That's not what fainting means.
I didn't know you were here to ruin my fun, Katie.
Okay. I'm sorry. I
Oh,
don't mean to be the
boy.
fun police.
Oh, woo, woo, woo! The fun police is here. His opponent, a tall figure largely obscured by a dark cloak, counters nimbly, keeping low. You watch as the grasshopper man grabs the cloak, using it to pull his opponent around the ring. You find yourself drawn towards the crowd. The mood of the fight is simply intoxicating. Before you know it, you're whooping and hollering with the rest.
All right, get it, Mushroom Girl.
Finally, in a thrilling conclusion, the caped fighter manages to subdue the crude grasshopper.
Oh, wow.
They triumphantly suplex the maxed man to the joy of the crowd. Suplex. Though initially slightly concerned for the man's health, you find that both fighters have support immediately afterwards.
Oh, good.
Slowly, the crowd begins to dissipate. What a thrilling event!
Huh.
As you go to leave, a chubby woman wearing an elaborately decorated pair of glasses stops you.
I've never seen anyone quite like you before, love. If you ever want to fight, come back here anytime. I think we could help you be something spectacular.
Oh, nice.
Oh, are we going to become a wrestler?
Yeah. You accept a scrap of paper the woman hands you. On it, you find her name and where to find her.
All right.
After giving her a quick farewell, you dash back home with much to consider. Bye. That's your quick farewell. You feel a crisp breeze. The heat is relenting. Trees are changing in color.
Ah, autumn.
Fall has arrived.
Here we are.
While aimlessly wandering one day, you decide that the best use of your time would be to do some scouting.
Okay.
It was always useful to expand your mental map of the area. Ah, we learned that from Dad. The country near your home was lush, with many diverse landscapes to be found.
Is the gender of the recluse known?
No.
I suppose you played the role of.
Yeah, I was doing a sort of dad.
You were being
Role.
fatherly.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I think in our playthrough, the recluse was a dad.
Okay, I can respect that.
But remember, a family can be 10 dads.
That's it, just 10 dads.
Yeah. So, you decide to head to the north toward a particularly damp, dense forest that was home to a variety of useful plants. Wait, hang on, Katie.
Oh.
Type look. I went north.
It's
so
just gonna
type look.
advance if I do anything, and then we'll be in trouble again.
All right. As a child, this is where you knew to get medicine plants from. But there was a danger there as well.
Ooh, what was the danger?
You step into the forest feeling a humid breeze on your fungal cheek. There's an omnipresent buzz of insects pervading the air. Ooh, it's like an anime in summertime. This section of forest feels much different than where you live, and you find that it's hard to feel at peace. Despite this, the flora and fauna is resplendent. You find yourself looking from plant to plant.
Plant?
Ooh,
Plant?
plant. Another plant. Another plant. Finally, you see something quite interesting.
Do you think, like, because she's a mushroom, when she looks at plants, she's like, oh, I could eat that.
I mean,
because she can decompose it.
That's true. She
Like,
could.
that looks pretty good.
Over
to
like a
me.
long period of
Oh,
time.
yeah. That'd
Yeah.
be a pretty good season of eating that plant.
Yeah, I mean, it must kind of feel like when we see plants in that, like, they're a completely different kingdom, right? And
Yeah.
you could eat it. A beautiful, large, pink flower stands tall in a nearby clearing. The petals are twisted, forming a large, sparkling bud that was larger than your head.
Larger than your head?
Wow, I can fit my head in that bud. The single flower is the distinction of the plant, but you observe that its stalk is robust and strangely segmented. Feels a bit like a monolith.
That's weird.
Bum,
Segmented?
bum, bum,
Bum,
bum,
bum,
bum, bum, bum, bum.
Mushroom,
All right.
mushroom.
For a moment, you simply stand and stare at it. Something about this strange plant leaves you with a feeling of awe.
Like a monolith.
Cool plant.
Yeah.
You suspect that you may be able to sell this flower in the market for quite a pretty penny, or perhaps keep its splendor for yourself.
Ooh.
It's funny, I was thinking, in this world, if we can have a mushroom daughter, why can't we have a flower daughter? I thought this might be a romance option.
Right.
Yeah, but it turns out we're going to sell it instead.
Well, so sometimes you sell your flower boyfriend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just down the river.
Well, I vote for picking it.
Really, you want to
It's
pick
our
the flower?
flower now.
All right. In time, if left alone, the flower would eventually die here.
Yeah,
When you
if
think
you
about
think
it,
about it,
there's really no harm in taking it from these woods.
if you think about it, we're heroes.
Yeah, actually, where's my parade? Without spending too long in thought, you walk up to the plant and grab the flower by the stem. But when you do, the flower opens its eye.
Oh, that's spooky.
This, understandably, gives you quite a shock. You leap back, seeing the flower unfold in front of your own eyes. It takes you a while of processing to understand, but finally, you make the connection. This is not a plant at all. It is a beast.
Is this the end for Mushroom Musume Schlampo?
Its eye is large, still haloed by the petals that had initially attracted you.
Ooh.
To be frank, it's hard to entirely understand the shape of it in the commotion.
Feels like it's kind of an out that like the person who wrote this is like, I can't quite imagine how it would work, but it's like a big
Sure.
flower guy, kind of looks like this, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's shapes impossible to comprehend. They'll drive you mad. You did come to understand that it had a hefty central mass, mossy green and camouflaged in with stems and stalks. You also come to understand that this body itself was not a solid form, as it is split horizontally down the middle. Inside was an array of sharp and uneven white stones.
Stones?
In another second, you understood these two. Teeth.
Oh no.
Before it could make itself even more known to you, you figured it was time to do something.
Sure.
Try to fight, flee.
Flea.
Feels like a flea situation.
Feels like if we want to make it out of this
Yeah,
and become a
TBQH.
wrestler. But if we're going to become a wrestler,
Maybe we should try to fight it.
I think we should try to fight it.
All right, let's see
I
how
think
it goes.
we've been playing it safe for too long.
Yeah, exactly.
We've been sheltering our mushroom daughter.
Living our quiet life watching crows in the garden.
Yeah.
The creature has a certain home field advantage. You decide it's best to give it something you wouldn't expect. Your fist! Before things could escalate, you wind your fist back and let loose directly into the creature's eyeball.
Yeah.
Your strength shocks you, and your fist first goes,
Wow.
Yes!
Pretty good.
Yes! ha ha, ka-ching! And your fist goes through the eye as if you were punching
God!
a melon.
That's horrible.
This is quite surprising. You find yourself unable to do anything but stand there for a second, just trying to comprehend the situation.
We'll be a wrestler yet.
Meanwhile, the creature seems to be withdrawing. Yeah, because we burst its eye open. I want that flower. I've done enough damage. What do you think? You're the one of us with bloodlust today.
I think I continue my bloodlusting ways.
All right, let's do it.
Come here.
You figure you've done this much. There's no point in leaving without your prize.
Let's just go.
Before the thing has a chance to slink away, you grab it right around its central stalk. Your hand is still slimy, covered in a jelly-like substance that came from puncturing the creature's eye. But nonetheless, you hold tight. With a surgical attention to detail, you clamp your hand down right on its central stalk, right beneath the flower that houses the beast's damaged eye. This is gross. With a quick, decisive motion, you pluck the flower away from the plant.
Haha.
Do you ever feel like a deep sense of entitlement when you roll success in a game like this? I'm always like, you have to do a bunch of great things for me now. I can do anything. I'm a superhero. I rolled above a 5.
No, but it makes sense that you would feel that way.
Really? A deep sense of entitlement? Mm-hmm. I got a lot of practice. It gives surprisingly easily, though you must admit you are slightly grossed out. There is no blood or gore, but you have the knowledge that this is an appendage of a living creature.
Great.
It is a plant, just like you.
Well, I actually would
actually.
take, though.
Actually. You leave with the flower before you can think about it much longer. Yeah, better not think about that much more.
We're such assholes.
The ritual had to be performed. There's nothing I can do. Thankfully, you're able to style the petals over the smashed eye and make it look like it did before. Now you just have to forget that it used to be alive. Let's sell it now. To be fair, this is true of all flowers, is it not? I was going to
Whoa,
say,
yeah.
it did. I mean, they used to be alive. Eye
flower.
You leave your home in the later hours of the morning one day, only to set upon a strange woman not too far from your home. It is immediately apparent that she doesn't notice you. Heck, might not even notice the house that's just right there. As it stands, the slender, bespectacled woman has her gaze locked to the sky.
Oh.
She'd be a statue if not for the periodic wave of the hand, setting the errant strands of white back into her messy ponytail. Watching her for a moment, you stand to reason that maybe something's wrong. Plus, she looks harmless enough. Maybe she's not worth approaching. Maybe she's worth approaching. Can I help you? I have to scare her. Go on, go on. I don't know. We could help her. Why not?
Okay, I do want to say that I did encounter this person, and they led to the ending that I got before.
Oh, okay.
So I do want to mention that. And I chose "Can I help you?"
All right. I mean, Katie, I consider this taking advice. Like,
okay.
If someone else is like, when this happened to me when I was your age, I had this, and I can listen to that or not.
I want to see what this info is.
Okay, but you're gonna accidentally select it.
Haha. Oh, okay. So it's just this.
Oh, cards and tokens about me.
It's like a nope.
Oh, you can leave without wasting any time.
Okay. Young adult and a bird watcher. Relative obscurity.
Wow, so you can, like, get famous?
Oh, my eye flower. Family. Mystic bond. Cool. Anyway.
Well, let's not help her.
Yeah, let's scare her off.
Really,
We're tough now.
You want to be aggressive?
We're tough now. We beat up a flower.
All right, it's an aggressive run. Not wanting to take chances with a stranger so close to the property, you creep up on the woman. She doesn't seem to notice your approach at all, still fixated on the sky overhead. With a growl, you thrust yourself against the woman's back, knocking her off balance. As she turns around, coming face to face with you, a bewildered look crosses her face. Hey, what's the big deal? The woman stammers. Yes, pass!
Great luck.
The woman stammers, desperately attempting to regain her composure. Though, judging by the look on her face, she realizes she may have messed up. I'm sorry, I didn't see the building. I'm probably trespassing, aren't I?
Yeah, and I tackle trespassers.
Yeah, I'm terribly sorry. I'll just go. Very, very sorry. Very, very sorry.
Get out of here.
Well, actually, you might make an interesting study.
Wait, how are you? Listen.
You growl again, bearing an unwelcoming grimace. Right, apologies. I'll be heading off.
Yeah.
Without delay, the woman takes off, making tracks down the road.
Get out of here.
Go on, get. Satisfied that she's gone, you return home to glorious solitude, hoping people will eventually learn not to trespass.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I feel really guilty about that.
Really?
Yeah, I feel bad.
Why you feel bad?
I'm just not proud of my behavior.
I mean, it sounds like she was going to try to study us for medical science.
Well, okay. That's true. But maybe that would be the polite thing would be to let her study us for medical science.
Yeah. I mean, that's essentially the main question in The Last of Us.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it the polite thing to do to let someone study
And we are a daughter.
You? And we're made of fungus. It's all here.
It's all here.
Yeah. Joel, the recluse. But until that day, they'll just have to find out the hard way. One by one. Yeah, we have gotten pretty tough. While out running errands, you find that the town is much more active than usual.
Our humanity has gone down.
Yeah, that's fair, though. Through some chance eavesdropping, you get the impression that some sort of traveling festival has been set up outside the town.
Ooh.
Looking around, you do happen to spot a few people in very vibrant clothes. Out of curiosity, you follow them towards a gathering of colorful tents. As you stand there gawking, you get the feeling that you've wandered into the entertainer's living area rather than finding your way to the show itself.
Oops.
Maybe we can join the circus. There are people practicing a routine, people tossing colored rods back and forth. Ooh, the glamour! A man sharpening knives, as well as a large number of other eccentric activities.
Who shall we approach?
First, the colorfully clothed couple. Ask a particularly muscular human for training tips. Oh, that's kind of our thing. Closer look at the jugglers. Ask the man about his knives.
Knives!
Yes, pass! You cautiously walk up to the man sharpening blades and ask him what they're for. He speaks slowly and in a monotone voice, but smiles as he explains his act to you. He tells you he throws knives with expert precision, often ending the show by throwing them at his partner. Initially, he just offers to show you the act, but before long, he wants you to try it out for yourself.
Yeah!
The two of you spend some time practicing, and though you never get anywhere near the bullseye, you do manage to consistently stick the target.
Not bad.
Yeah. The knife thrower compliments you, suggesting that you keep practicing after you leave. As you walk home, you contemplate the thought. You just have to figure out the best practice knife throwing arena you could.
Oh, I just realized something. When those little like pictures come up and they float around, it's affecting our stats.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's what that's doing.
Check out our potency.
We are so potent.
Incredible. Over the past few days, you developed a growing sense of unease, and one particularly gloomy evening, the feeling intensifies.
Oh no.
Oh.
Guess we're being goth. We're goth.
Yeah,
We're a cool goth.
We knew that.
That's gonna happen some days.
You are in the dying days of autumn, and a chill in the air bites at your skin.
Oh.
As you look out into the nearby woods, you can feel a strange calling, an invisible force pulling you towards something. Seems you are being summoned.
All right.
Before you decide if it's a good idea to follow, your body has already made the choice for you. You find yourself uncontrollably walking into the woods.
Seems like we've been hypnotized.
A little bit. I think it's the witch. Oh yeah, I see it now.
Oh.
At the end of this sentence. I feel a bit like the monster at the end of this book, you know? Sometime later, you find yourself in a dark and unfamiliar grove. You are relieved to see your summoner, none other than the Witch of the Woods.
All right.
However, your relief is short-lived when you see the cold and serious look on her face as you approach.
Oh no. My daughter, the time has come. Though it was not yours, there is still a debt left unsettled, and I always find a way to collect payment.
Seems she really does intend to make you pay for your parents' debt.
That asshole.
We saw this coming. We're so potent now, though. Maybe we can get out of it.
Yeah.
After such a long time, you can't imagine what she would require of you. It certainly won't be easy. This is gonna be like, go get some fucking dirt or whatever. Take care of dangerous, unsavory matter. We're good at that.
Well, yeah.
Ask for reprieves. Not your debt. Fight the witch. Fight the witch. Fight the witch. Fight the witch! In an act of desperation, you muster a surprising burst of strength, lunging out at the witch despite her spell. Caught off guard and perhaps now unsure of the danger you might pose, she backs away.
Know that opposing me means your death, she says coldly, her form dissipating into the fog. You'll become mine again when your body returns to the earth. Well, I mean,
All right.
that's fine.
Yeah, what do I care?
I don't care.
I'll be in the earth. She's gone, but you can't help but wonder if you've already sealed your fate.
Listen, we got time.
While tending to your home, you begin to feel an otherworldly pull towards the forest again.
Again?
Can't resist, and moments later, you find yourself surrounded by trees and standing in front of a mushroom-covered hut.
Wait.
Deep within, you know that the witch that made you resides here.
Oh no.
Could have brought my knives.
Force yourself to turn tail around and quickly head home. Enter the hut cautiously and treat her as a stranger. Or enter the hut with the hope of learning some magic.
Oh, yeah. Remember earlier when she was like, your fate is sealed, I shall own you. Now I could maybe learn a magic trick.
You know, maybe we can apprentice and we can work it off that way.
Maybe.
We can bury her. We'll see who dies first.
We're doing that, okay.
I'm doing it.
You enter the hut and bow respectfully, addressing the witch as you would an apprentice to a master.
See, this is gonna go great.
Yeah, can't go wrong. She accepts your want for knowledge and begins tutoring you.
See? She
it
forgives easy.
Went great. Time moves strangely in these woods, and you are unsure how long you read scrolls and practice channeling. Hands.
Hands. What was that?
I don't know, our humanity's up.
Oh, okay. Humanity.
By the time you leave, though, you find you've gained slight control over your magical potential.
See, that worked out for old Mushroom Daughter.
We're a real powerhouse. We got knives, we got punching, we've got magic.
So many skills.
It's nice out today, so you've decided to have a picnic. After wandering around for some time, you come across a quaint house with a bell.
A little bell.
Oh, love a house with a bell.
Yeah?
Just as you are wondering what purpose it serves, the bell rings and several children run out and begin to play. A small group of them take notice of and surround.
Are these children gonna make fun of me?
Punch the kids. With their curiosity thoroughly piqued, you have a few ways to proceed.
One of them is to punch the kids. Damn it, what was that?
What did we do?
What did we do?
Well, we failed it. Ugh, fail.
I guess we offered to, okay, from this it sounds like we offered to make them food.
I guess so.
Okay.
Clumsy in the kitchen is an understatement. Your creations are unfit for human eyes. You never intended for this meal to be shared with anyone, and it shows.
Well, we tried to poison the children.
Not like this. Perturbed by the sight of your food, most of the children leave.
Okay.
Some boys stick around and try tasting it as a test of courage. Some gag, while others proclaim it actually tastes fine.
Those ones, they don't have that gene that makes you taste cilantro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's this gene that means that garbage food tastes like garbage to you, or it tastes fine.
Tastes totally fine, yeah.
More for you suppose.
I do like to decompose things.
At the end of the day, food is food, and you're not picky. You finish it with no issue. Our potency keeps going up. I love it.
We've become not very robust, though. Kind of a striker build.
It's true. There's a knock at your door. When you go to answer it, you see a woman dressed in a somewhat tacky dress.
Ew.
You want to do it?
Oh, hi, I'm from a nearby town, and I came here on behalf of all the local mothers.
This introduction leaves you feeling a little uneasy. As she continues speaking, you sense that she's clearly feeling the emotion of fear. What you humans call fear.
We were hoping that we could convince you to come out and show off a little for the kids? Like the real you?
Punch the lady. Punch the lady.
Is that something you'd be interested in? We'd provide lunch, obviously.
Lunch?
It's a
Why did
speaking
you say
engagement.
so? Yeah, exactly. Here's the trick, Katie. You ask for the honorarium. What will the honorarium be?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that means the money.
It's fancy talk for the money.
After some more nervous chat, the woman writes down a location on a small piece of paper and thrusts it into your hands. Afterwards, she all but runs away. You consider this strange woman and her strange invitation. Suppose we'll attend. You're perfectly content to stay home doing chores. Okay, here's what I'm worried about.
Sure.
It's actually like a Frankenstein situation.
Oh, they're going to beat me up?
They've baited the trap, yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to burn me to pieces.
Right.
And then the witch will be so upset not getting to kill me herself.
But then we'll have stuck it to the witch. I noticed myself like getting more and more reckless throughout this run. Like, screw it.
Maybe we should go.
YOLO!
Here's the thing. I do think we could fight our way out if it was an attack.
I mean, this does look like a bunch of like lightning bolts going towards a mushroom, right?
It looks bad. It looks bad for the mushroom.
Screw it.
Weirdly, some part of you felt compelled to attend. Free lunch.
Free lunch is what compelled me.
Perhaps you felt some small obligation to
It's
help
the
children.
children.
It's the children.
It's for the children.
Who have lunch. Or maybe you just figured that if you introduced yourself to the lot of them at once, they wouldn't trouble you if they saw you in the woods later.
Sure.
Quickly, the day of the event arrives. You gussy yourself up, or at least as much as is possible for a girl like you,
Very stinky.
and make the chain walk.
You make the chain walk.
The walk of shame, and make the calm walk to the village schoolhouse.
Okay.
Oh, that's why it has a bell.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay.
As you enter, it takes you a second to really take in the scene. There's nearly a dozen children of varying sizes and ages, a few older humans standing around the edges of the room, and a table with some very rudimentary foods on it.
Wait, are they just gonna like watch me eat lunch?
Yeah. I'm going to sit down at a desk and go, and then I'll get up and go, and then I'll leave. And then they'll all clap. I've had this happen to me before.
Sure.
It's a
yeah.
good gig if you can get it. You correctly identify this as the provided lunch. As you go to take a piece of bread, one of the adults grabs your shoulder.
Oh, thank goodness you showed up. I wasn't sure if you would, why don't you go ahead and stand up front? Does that sound good?
While you would have preferred some lunch first, you agree to the plan.
Would have preferred to get a little food in this stomach of mine.
I'm so hungry. You stand in the front of the room, in front of a dark board with white scribblings on it. The children turn silent, all staring at you, wide-eyed.
Hi!
Finally, a number of hands shoot up. One of the parents interprets. They raise their hand if they have something they'd like to ask you. What a polite system! You look over the crowd, deciding who to pick. You point at a random child with long hair that completely obscures their face. You struggle to hear their voice, but their question follows.
How old are you?
1,000,000 years old.
Well, a few months.
Yeah, one of those. I was born in spring. Ageless.
I mean, why lie?
I think the spring, yes.
Yeah, why lie? A child speaking to you gasp. Spring?
Wow. I'm older than you! The realization set the classroom on fire. Metaphorically speaking, of course.
Oh, good. How come she doesn't have to go to school? Another child cries, clearly angry at the reality that they didn't have to be here.
Katie, I'm worried we're going to end up going to school for the rest of this run.
But then it turns into like a high school slice of life anime.
The adults were quick to respond, trying to calm the now angry mob. I don't think we'll be able to get them to quiet back down. Maybe you should just go home now. Besides, you've done enough. One of the adults tells
Oh,
you.
don't give me that.
Yeah, this is
You
ridiculous.
judgmental Judy.
I guess
Go
we should
on,
have said
Judge Judy.
ageless. I guess.
I should have lied.
Yeah, parents. You get the impression that you've done something wrong, but you don't quite understand what.
Oh, please. Parent your children. That's not my job.
Yeah, seriously. Potency went up. Oh well, you just did what was requested of you, you suppose. You head home, contemplating how strange humans are, but particularly the big ones. On this desolate winter evening, you feel an unearthly chill in the air. The witch's grasp still holds some power over you.
Yeah, whatever. I don't take her seriously.
You find yourself in the depths of ancient and shadow-haunted woods, determined to confront the witch on your own terms. Here, in her true home. After hours of carefully retracing your steps, you have returned to the deep woods you were called to once before. An inner sanctum beyond the vault of trees.
Okay.
Despite the heavy snow, the forest here is burgeoning with life. Every step seems to bring you deeper into a frozen jungle of plants and fungi.
Cool.
You step into the shaded grove, overflowing with life and decay. This forest is part of the witch, and this little clearing is its heart.
Boom, 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 boom.
The witch is not here. This time you will do the summoning.
Oh.
Potency. You sit against a frozen stump. The witch is seeking to claim your life, and there is little you have at your disposal to prevent her from taking
But
it.
I'm so potent.
Considering your surroundings carefully, you put a plan into action. First, I'm going to get all those throwing knives.
Prepare a weapon.
Yeah, that's good.
Pretty potent thing to do.
Magic
Prepare a
ward.
magic ward. Prepare defensive measures. Well, the potent thing.
I don't really know how dampness and mycelium kind of fit into
Sort
this.
of, yeah. They actually don't feel like very useful stats to me.
Yeah. Well, no, you want to be a little damp.
And you want to be a little myceliac.
Do you think the mycelium is like size? Like its actual like mass?
Oh, I hope so, yeah.
Well, I know we're like a little better at magic, but I also feel like we were taught from the witch. And,
So, yeah, she's going to like have the loopholes and stuff.
and it was clear that we weren't like geniuses.
And we took all those knife throwing lessons.
Yeah.
And we killed a flower, so.
It's true. But maybe also it is like, this is a defensive situation. But then like, why did we even come here, you know?
I came here to kill the witch.
I
I don't
think
know
we
about
prepare a
you.
weapon.
Yeah. That's the aggro move for the aggro run.
Yeah. In your research, you have heard of a certain nameless flower that grows in the Fey-touched woods. Oh, I have that flower.
Oh.
You found them growing here in silvery creeping patches. Oh, maybe it's a different flower.
Okay. Different eyed flower.
You place the petals of exactly 10 flowers in a pool of melted snow and rest your dagger in the moonlit water.
Yeah.
Knives.
Knives.
A simple spirit bane, right? Mortal weapons are no match against a legendary magical creature, but this may give you a fighting chance.
Do it.
Your preparation comes to an abrupt end as the air shifts suddenly. The trees seem to twist and wind away as something enters the grove.
Ooh.
The witch appears before you, seemingly manifesting out of the nothingness between trees. To your credit, she actually looks surprised to see you. She looks just as you've always known her to, but here, something about her form feels more real. A mortal creature like any other.
Yeah, let's kill her.
After a long and uneasy moment, her eyes narrow almost imperceptibly.
Well, well. It's so rare that my quarry so happily presents itself before me, she mocks. I'll be sure to thank you with a painless collection.
Wind twists maliciously about the clearing, kicking up a cloud of powdery snow. Now, before she has a chance to hide herself, you need to act.
Okay.
Strike her
Trick her
suddenly.
Trick
her into lower guard.
guard. Just fucking go for it.
I buy that. I will say, I mean, we did do a little relationship work. We might
Okay.
be able to trick her. But maybe, I mean, we've just been...
I don't know. I feel tricky. I feel like being a little tricky.
All right, let's trick
be
her.
a little tricky. Hey!
Yes! Pass! You need to distract her. But what could you say to shake this inhuman creature? Your mind races. Your parent, the recluse, perhaps... Did you not care about them at all?
Oh, sister.
Not the way we played it. You ask her. The wind suddenly seems very still. For some reason, there are tears in your eyes. She stands there for a moment, taken aback.
Humans could not begin to.
You interrupt her with a fistful of ice and snow to the eyes, circling around her as she shields them.
You miserable worm! She screams.
It looks like you've successfully goaded her, abandoning her game of hide and seek. The forest seems to shake wildly as you feel a strange sensation in the biting air. The witch is gathering energy.
Oh no.
You can't allow her time to concentrate her overwhelming power. You must take her down now, or you may never get another chance. Erase her with magic. Fell the witch! Fell the witch! Fell the witch!
The-
All right, yeah, sure.
Can I say? Well, after you yell. No!
No, Phil! It's been nothing but positives this whole time.
Well, I was gonna say I did doubt a moment before that because, like, I'm very pro-witch generally, so I feel really bad, like, you know, being mean to witches.
It's true. And in knowing historical context of, you know, the sort of misogyny in witches,
Yeah.
us chanting "Fell the Witch" does feel
It's
bad
not
in
like a
retrospect.
good feeling,
Yeah, I do feel like
actually.
we shouldn't have done that.
So
The optics were bad.
The optics were bad, so maybe we're kind of getting what's coming to us.
We had this coming to us.
This is fine. I'm fine with this.
Well, it's not the Mushroom Girl's fault.
She's stinky though.
You glance over at the Spirit Bane pool glimmering in the moonlight. If you could just get your trusty blade, but the thought comes a second too late. A coil of vines erupts from under the witch's feet, frozen tendrils converging on your location. Before you can even react, they are upon you.
Oh no.
Your straining and writhing slowly comes to a stop as the vines constrict you.
Oh no. Let us put an end to this little game. She leans in close as she hisses. You rebellious pest. Crack.
Something deep inside you breaks as the vines twist you in an odd direction. A moment later, your vision goes dark.
What a way to go.
Wow.
You hate to see women fighting like that, you know?
You fall into the ground, and suddenly all strength has left your limbs. Waves of malignant sensation wash over you as the witch approaches calmly. Something feels very wrong. Once again, she looks at you with the serene and calculating expression you've always known. As you stare up at her feebly, little spots of numbness spread across your body, dulling and twisting your senses.
I have taken back what I once gave you. Her voice echoes distant. The magic essence you were born of has been extinguished. You will be no more.
No, you plead, but your voice no longer manifests. You reach out and feel the soft thuds of your arm falling to the forest floor in rough clumps, spreading instantly into mushrooms.
Oh, so we give life to more mushrooms.
Yeah, circle of life.
Oh, we're not dead
That's
anymore.
nice. Feels good. You can feel them even still, as if they were still part of you. Bit by bit, your body dissolves, and you feel your consciousness dissolving with it.
This is all because that damn recluse wouldn't pay his goddamn bill.
So cheap. But, he was able to give us a nice life.
Well, yeah, that's true. With all the money he saved.
Yeah, exactly. Your mind swims freely, floating upon a bed of sprouting mushrooms. Somewhere, far away, you sense the witch turn to leave. A strange sleepiness overcomes you, and soon you slip into the restful sleep of oblivion. You feel only the ground and the trees, never again to concern yourself with the matters of witches.
Ah.
Ending. Return to Earth. Ah, good old Schlambloo.
Bye, Schlampo.
Your gift of life has been forcibly Schlampo.
Well.
We had a good run.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. And she was stinky anyway.
Yeah, true. Maybe we shouldn't have fought the witch.
Probably not. Probably shouldn't have fought the witch.
I feel like we were close, though. Don't you feel like we were just one roll off?
Yeah. Oh, if you believe you know a magic word to unlock, it's like a cheat code.
Oh. The word is I love you.
Do you know what love is, Cat Burger?
I want to know what love is.
Oh, my. How sweet. Do you like desserts? Perhaps I can interest you in a special treat.
Yeah, I like desserts.
Here, pick anything you'd like. A cute chocolate heart, pastel heart candies, or a box of assorted chocolates. Or a key lime pie. Or fuck you.
I don't really do sweets.
I mean, out of all of these...
I'm not a huge key lime pie fan, but there is something about having... Oh, I'll have a big slice of pie. Yeah. And the other offer was a bit of candy. I was like, well, if you bake me a pie.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, let's hit that pie.
Yeah, let's take the most inconvenient option. My, what an unusual request. But, of course, anything for such an adorable suitor.
I see.
I always appreciate flattery, so do stop by again soon.
Nice and bright.
It is, yeah. Would you like to whisper more?
I don't know any other whispers.
Yes. No. I don't know any other ones. All right.
Oh, there you go. Well, that's Mushroom Musume. May your daughters grow up to not be killed by witches.
I got my fingers crossed for you,
Yeah.
but we'll see.
We'll see.
How many more mushroom daughters do you want?
Well, I always thought I'd have 2 mushroom daughters and 1 mushroom son.
I was going for 2.5 mushroom daughters.
Yeah,
you know?
and a white picket fence
The
for them to
American
grow on.
dream.
Leading. Now for the details. The condition of your planes is exemplary. Keep up the good work. Okay, that's it. Thank you for your time.